Thank you, Madam Chair. It looks to me like there's a couple budget iterations in there, and we're all very familiar with how money is raked from one pool to another. And to just put this in place now to say that we need a public utility commission that represents the public of Colorado. Now, I'd like to see a little bit better. I don't think, well, I certainly don't think the Polis Utility Commission has done a good job of representing the public and the priorities of the public. So I'm not really crazy about the aspect on there of the governor's appointees, rubber stamped by the Senate. Maybe if the Senate wasn't so complicit, then maybe that's probably a fine way to do it. It'd be better if there was a little bit more pushback, a little bit more, little less obsequiousness, I think is the word. Maybe it's sycophants, I don't know, maybe, but I think obsequious is the proper word for the rubber stamping that goes on over there. So I would like to see that the rest of Colorado, because Colorado in general is, you know, when you look at the disparate parts of Colorado, the parts that are away from here, the parts that are away from this very small building that causes very big problems for the rest of Colorado, those parts of Colorado are the ones that are impacted. Those parts of Colorado are the ones that are destroyed by the decisions that are made in this building. When you cover thousands of acres with solar power, when you put wind turbines that nobody wants to live near, when you put all that stuff out, when you stretch power lines across Colorado just for the sake of getting intermittent energy. And the funny thing about that intermittent energy is that it's energy that has to be backed up by hydrocarbons, or it has to be backed up by another state's hydrocarbons, because there's just not enough. Or it has to be backed up by a bunch of batteries that are produced in other countries that are mined and with eco-raping processes and slave labor. Yet that has been the priority. That has been the priority of the Polis Utility Commission, giving the approval to destroy large swaths of Colorado, those flyover parts that the urbanites of Denver don't really care about, but pretend that they're saving somehow. They're going to save the planet by destroying large swaths of the state. Now, if that makes sense to you, then you're probably one of those Chihuahua clutch environmentalists that I like to refer to. So I'm in favor of this. We have budget time. We've talked over and over again. We've got CDOT that has hundreds of millions of dollars worth of green grift in it. We've got, well, we have the Medicaid, which we talked about, $285 million. We could pull some money we could just pull some money out of CDPHE, because they have at least $285 million they don't need. All they need to do is tighten their processes a little bit. They don't even need to tighten their belt, just their processes. CDOT, of course, $24 million. This is a $500,000 study or something like that. $500,000. We give 48 times that in order to have free bus rides across the state for people to be able to ride the mobile mugging centers that they're not really interested in, basically using CDOT or RTD to pay about $7,000 for a rider. So I recommend an aye vote on this. I think we ought to get a little bit of reality in the bureaucracy that's running this state, because I don't think it's representative of Colorado itself. I recommend an aye vote.